What's happening, my friends? Black Coffee Trader coming to you guys here on Friday afternoon, October the 18th, and I'm happy to say that we're back on the green side of the fence today, which is what I hope for, especially after yesterday's bad day. I will say this, today was an ugly trading day for me. I felt like an ugly market, very, very difficult to trade, and I'm really happy to be green, very happy to be green. There was just not that many trades there. I probably forced a couple trades, and yeah, I'm happy to be green. We just had one massive chop fest today, basically speaking. We really traded in, I think the high of day was here about 20,532, and the low of day looks to be at about 20,432. So we traded in about 100-point range all day. Those are not good trading days. For me, they're not good trading days. I would much rather see some kind of a trend. But in any case, it is what it is. We got to take what the market gives us, and so be it. So a couple of things. Actually, let's jump into TradeZella first. The numbers are not fantastic. Only 31% win rate today. I did make some adjustments after yesterday. First off, I reduced, by the way, I had a horrible day on my evals. I had 350Ks. Those are gone. And I also did not have a good day on my big account. So as you can see, but whatever, we're not going to worry about that too much. What I did here is I reduced my daily loss limit to 200 on the 50K funded and 300 on the 150Ks. And I left my daily profit goals at 300 and 450. So the point there is I'm going to really minimize a bigger loss day. 250 is too much. I think 200 is plenty. And here's the other thing that I did. The other thing I did is I changed my let me just finish where I'm at. I changed my ATM. Is the market closed? No, it's not closed yet. So I got to be careful what I do here. Let's put an order
Order
here.
submitted.
So, for example, hopefully we can see this. So this is my ATM strategy. The adjustment I made is I set them all at $40. So I should say a $40 risk. Instead of a $60 risk, we're only doing a $40 risk. And then I have two profit targets on this. This is a 10-point. This is my 10-point ATM where I'm risking 10 points. And what I did is I increased my goal. Basically, my goal is right here at 2R. So you see I'm taking one contract off at 1.8, one contract off at 2.2R. So the entire goal is to be out at 2R. Now, what this does is it does give me the ability to grab this and drag this down to, say, that level. If I want to if I'm not happy with a trade, I can move that profit target and get out of that trade if I so choose. So there's the 10-point.
Order canceled.
On the 5-point, here's what that looks like. So on 5 points, you're risking, still $40. I have 4 contracts, and I've got them all stacked up where I will have my 2R, with the idea that I can drag them down and take profit should I choose to do that. So
order submitted. Order canceled.
And then I also have a 20-point. So the 20-point one has, there we go. The 20-point one has just one contract, and we're still looking for 2R. I don't expect to use this one a whole lot just because I'm rarely going to use that much
Order submitted.
or look for that
Order
much
canceled.
profit target. But in any case, I do have them. So I've got a 20, a 10, and a 5. And yeah, just trying to improve my risk to reward and reducing my risk. Instead of $60 risk, I'm reducing it to 40 and looking for an $80 trade. So if I can do that, if I get one winning trade at 80, I could absorb 2 losses at 40, so on and so forth. So that's the game plan, and those are the changes that I made today. The one thing that I did notice, I was trading the same thing on my evals. So for example, if I'm trading let me just set this to an eval so that I don't by some stupid mistake enter in a trade that I don't want to take. So for example, if I'm trading with this particular setup on evals, I'm risking 400
Order submitted.
for a trade target of 800, which is fine. here's what I noticed today, and this is why I had such a bad red day, and why I lost those the 50Ks. And because of the volatility today, there were quite a few trades that went my. Why did that happen? I didn't mean to move that. I don't recall where that was at. I guess I'll have to look. In any case, what happens is the trade would go in my favor and I wouldn't take profit. And it would maybe go all the way up here to like 600 or something like that in profit, and then come back down and then stop me out. Maybe just barely stopped out, because the way the ATM is set up, once I get up to about halfway to my profit target, this stop loss moves to just under break even. I'm actually keeping it in the red. I'm not going to break even, but I'm keeping it to where the loss is very small. So what happened today when I'm trading minis, as you can see here on an eval, I would go into profit by, $600 and then sometimes come all the way back and stop me out for a small loss, but I've lost the drawdown. And eating up that drawdown is what really killed me on those on the evals today. So I made a separate ATM for the evals, which is literally just a one contract. So it's just one contract shooting for 300. I'm basically going for a 1.5R. So the point there is I don't mind having I don't care about the R rate on the evals. I just want to get them passed. So that was a bit of a learning lesson, but thankfully that's what we have evals for. And if you lose a couple of those, it's not a big deal. So anyway, that's kind of the long and the short of that. Now let's go back into TradeZilla. 31% win rate, like I said, not that good. I do like this. The average win to loss of 109 to 37. And yeah, we ended the week up 460, and we're still up 500 for the month. So we got 9 trading days left. So if I trade every day, we should be able to put together a pretty solid month. And I don't anticipate seeing another really big red day like this with some of the adjustments that I made to my risk management. So that's good. The one thing that happened today that helped me out is, and this was probably the best setup for me today. And I have to go back to my PAs, and let's set this to micros so that we don't make a mistake. The trade was right here. Yeah. Here I had a short setup, and this was just one that we had this just wacky price action, but I saw this candle and there were plenty of buyers in the market, and this wicked, and I'm like, I have got to short this. And I was in an eval in an eval trade, or not in a trade, but I was trading evals at that time, where I was placing trades. And so I just quickly went up and changed this to my PA account and immediately hit sell, hit market order. And I didn't realize that I was in with the 5 contracts, but I was in on minis. So I had a $400 risk and an $800 reward trading my funded accounts, and the trade immediately went. I mean, I called it. It was one of those trades where if you've been trading for some length of time, you see something and you just know which way it's going to go. Like, I guess we don't 100% know, but there's a 99% certainty that what this market's going to do at this exact instant. It was one of those moments. So the trade goes in my favor, and I just looked at my the accounts dashboard, and I see this thing like up already like $100, and we barely moved, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I saw what I did, and I just killed it. Now, I wish I would have let it run, but I was like freaking out because I didn't mean to go in with minis, and I was in with 2 contracts. So I would have actually got the full fill. We'd have been up like $800. Well, actually what would have happened is my profit target would have taken me out at 300 and 450. But we would have had like a $1,300 profit day today had I let it go. But again, this happened in such a short span of time, and I just killed the trade, and it is what it is. But that either way, if I would have been in with micros, it would have been a full 2R full trade, $80. It would have been a really, really nice trade. The way it was, even because I was trading minis, it definitely was a plus. So, but that was probably the better setup for me today. The other setups that I took, why does it not? I've noticed this today for some reason. Doesn't it only shows that trade? Let's see what happens if I go back. Huh. That is really odd. I do not know why that is. On the right accounts. There it shows a trade. Huh. That's really, really odd. But I know that like somewhere in here we had a short. I had several losing trades that, like I talked about, would go, the trade would go against me, stop me out, or, it would go in my favor and then come back and just barely stop me out. So it's kind of it was an okay day, but it was kind of a ho-hum day. I did really mismanage here at the end of the day. I don't know why these trades aren't coming up. That's kind of frustrating. But anyway, right here, end of day, we had a great hitchhiker set up. I went in a little bit too early. I was too aggressive on this, went in too early right here, got stopped out right here at the bottom, and then I jumped in again. And when this wicked up, I jumped right back in again. And again, I took like a break-even loss on that, and then we ripped. And my target was 500. For a 2-hour trade. So that would have been an $80 trade to end the day. And really, as it was, I gave away a little bit of profit here at the end of the day. So a little bit of mismanagement there, but that was a really nice setup, and I just mismanaged it a little bit. So today was just, it was a difficult day. And it was one of those, I don't know how to describe it. It was a hard green day. Like it felt like a red day, but we actually ended up green because of the risk management, because of taking at least some good setups. So anyway, I will take that all day long, and we'll just continue to march forward. On the week, for the accounts, we're up about an average of 115. Even with that big red day yesterday, we still ended up plus 115 on average on the accounts. So hey, we're going the right direction, and step by step, hopefully we can get these accounts where they need to be, and eventually here get to a payout. Especially going to be kind of nice. I mean, I have plenty of trading days. Where are we at now? Today was day 58, 57, 39, and 36 on these specific funded accounts. So anyway, I've got plenty of trading days, but when we reach that $2,600, we can request a payout, because we're going into the no more payout windows with Apex. So that is nice. Do need to get another take profit account and try to get that suckered across the finish line, but that'll wait till next week. So all right, I'm going to leave it there. Happy with the week, happy with the month. Bounce back from the red day, that's a win. So onward and upward, and away we go. So have a great weekend, have a good trading day on Monday, and I'll do my best to have another update for you on Monday afternoon. Take care, and so long.